Yamal says he doesn't want to be Messi, and that sparked some controversy. As soon as that statement came out, the reaction was immediate. Some people thought it was normal, others understood it, but many were clearly bothered, as if the kid had committed a sin by saying that. Because at Barcelona, any young talented player automatically becomes the next Messi, and when someone refuses that label, the backlash is usually heavy. And before we continue, let me say this. If you're a passionate Barcelona fan, subscribe to the channel now to get all the news, analysis, and honest opinions about the team and its players. This isn't cold headlines. This is a fan's conversation from someone who follows everything closely. Now, speaking honestly, as someone who loves this club, I agree with Yamal, and I agree without any doubt. The problem isn't the comparison itself, because that will always exist when a truly special talent emerges. The real issue is the enormous weight that gets placed on the shoulders of a kid who is still building his career. Yamal himself made it clear that he respects Messi, that he recognizes everything Messi represents for football and for Barcelona's history. He knows who Messi is. He understands the magnitude of that name. But at the same time, he showed real maturity by saying he doesn't want to play like him, doesn't want to be a copy, doesn't want to live trying to reach something that is simply unreachable. And to me, that's not arrogance, that's personality. That's understanding that every player writes his own story. Messi had a unique journey, built over years with mistakes, successes, titles, defeats, and magical moments. Expecting someone to replicate that is unfair and even cruel. Barcelona, in fact, has already suffered a lot from this kind of exaggerated expectation. How many young players pass through the club carrying impossible labels? How many couldn't handle the pressure? The difference with Yamal is that he's making it clear from an early stage that he wants to be himself, with his own style, his own way of playing, and his own identity on the pitch. When he says he plays to have fun, to entertain, to make people enjoy football, that aligns perfectly with the essence of Barça. The club has always been about more than numbers, more than cold statistics. It has been about spectacle, personality, and connection with the fans. Barcelona doesn't need a new Messi. That's hard to accept, but it's the truth. What the club needs are players who take responsibility, who understand the weight of the shirt, but who aren't crushed by endless comparisons. Yamal can be huge. He can define an era. He can be decisive, but only if he's allowed to be who he is. Maybe the biggest mistake fans and the media can make is trying to shape the future by looking only at the past. Messi has already written his story. Now it's time to allow new stories to be written. Different, imperfect, but authentic. And now I want to hear from you. Do you agree with Yamal, or do you think that at Barcelona, accepting comparisons with Messi is inevitable? Leave a comment because this debate is far from over, both inside and outside Barça.